Something Wonderful, her journey from purchase to winner. The journey began with the 2023 Fasig-Tipton Mid-Atlantic May 2-year-olds in training sale in Timonium, Maryland. As the first step, the Rex manager began evaluating horses during their timed workouts at the Undertack Show, held from May 16 to May 18. The horses showcased their abilities by performing timed works at distances of 1/8 of a mile, 1/4 of a mile, or 3/4 of a mile, or participated in untimed gallops. As each horse performed, the Rex manager took detailed notes on the horse's catalog page based on observations during the workout. For Something Wonderful, the manager wrote GON. S stride, quick, which translates to galloped out nice, smooth stride, quick turn of foot. He then added her to the notes section for horses of interest. After the Undertack Show concluded, the Rex manager reviewed videos of the horses listed as horses of interest for a second evaluation, focusing on stride, smoothness, and leg action. Horses that performed well in the second evaluation were assigned a star rating from 1 to 3, with 3 being the highest. Something Wonderful received a 2-star rating. Armed with the horse catalog, notes, and a $15,000 budget, the Rex manager attended the auction scheduled for May 22 and May 23. From his usual spot, where the horses are walked before entering the sales ring, the Rex manager makes his final observations, paying close attention to conformation, movement, and any other signs that might make him reconsider bidding on the horse. With such a limited budget, the Rex manager understood that many of the top-graded horses on the list would be out of reach. However, with nearly 600 horses cataloged for the sale, the manager was confident that one fitting both the criteria and the budget would come along. 300 horses were cataloged for the first day of the auction. By late afternoon, many of the horses on the purchase list for day 1 had sold well above the budget. Then hip number 267 entered the sales ring. The Rex manager placed a winning bid of $7,000. Hip number 267 would later be named Something Wonderful. Wealthy owners can afford to go all out, having horses scoped and x-rays evaluated for the ones they plan to purchase before the sale begins. Less financed buyers, like the Rex manager, must take a different approach by asking the consignor whether the vet report contains anything that might impact the horse's future as a racehorse. Some issues are acceptable, as they often allow high-potential horses to slip through the cracks to buyers like the Rex manager. Once the sale was finalized with papers signed, it was time to uncover why a horse that worked 1 furlong in a solid 10.2 seconds and looked impressive doing it sold for only $7,000. After having a vet examine the x-rays, the Rex manager got the answer. She had bone chips in her knees. As a result, arthroscopic surgery was performed on both knees. The good news was that, since she was a mayfoal, her knees were still open, meaning the growth plates in her knee joints had not fully closed. This gave her a better chance to heal properly and recover fully. After 90 days of rehab, she was ready to begin full training. Something Wonderful was turning heads at Laurel Park before suffering a mild, incomplete fracture of the sesamoid in the left front leg, October 28, 2023. After this workout, no surgery needed, no lameness or swelling following injury. The vet recommended 5 to 6 months of rest, starting with stall rest for the first 30 to 40 days, followed by a month of hand walking, 30 days in a round pen, and turnout for the next 3 months. However, The Rex manager decided to extend her recovery time, giving her a full 8 months off to ensure proper healing and readiness for training. On April 15, 2024, X-rays were taken of the injured leg, and the results looked promising. In May 2024, the Rex manager sent her to a farm with facilities to incorporate swimming into her training. However, she wanted no part of it. After months of light training, Something Wonderful was gradually eased into full training on the farm on June 29, 2024. On July 17, 2024, her training was relocated to Colonial Downs Racetrack in New Kent, Virginia. On September 7, 2024, her training was moved to Laurel Park Racetrack in Laurel, Maryland, in preparation for the 2024 fall meet, with the hope of starting her racing career. Something Wonderful made her racing debut in a maiden special weight race on November 16, 2024, at Laurel Park Racetrack, where she finished 5th. Her next race was a maiden claiming $30,000 event on December 7, 2024, at Laurel Park, where she finished 3rd. Her third race was a maiden special weight on January 18, 2025, at Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races in Charlestown, West Virginia, where she finished 1st, breaking her maiden. This is how she did it.
The gate. And the raw. Swan stumbled at the start, but nonetheless recovers to vie for the early lead. Something Wonderful had a good dispatch, and she heads out and beats her to the punch. Cowgirl Nation is away in 3rd. Just a Rainbow secures a good early spot from her inside draw, racing in 4th. She'll save ground into that first turn. She's followed by Sister Stardust. She's in 5th and already about 7 lengths off the lead. Fire Dini moves up to her outside. Then Get to the Story, I'm Done. DD6 is next to last, and working on it is the trailer. Better than a dozen lengths off the dueling leaders. Something Wonderful and Swan do battle onto the backstretch, 24 and 1 for the opening quarter. And they've opened up by 4.5 now on Cowgirl Nation and Just a Rainbow. Those two races a team in 3rd and 4th. And then it's another 8 or so back to Get to the Story, I'm Done. Fire Dini is in 6th. DD6 is 7th. And then comes Sister Stardust, and working on it is at the back. Up top, Something Wonderful surging to the front. 49 seconds flat for the half mile. They're inside the quarter pole. Swan is back to 2nd, 2 lengths behind. Then Cowgirl Nation and Just a Rainbow, they continue their battle for 3rd. But in the meantime, Something Wonderful scoots away to a 3-length lead with a furlong left to go. Something Wonderful turns for home, opens up by 4 now. Swan now duking it out with Just a Rainbow for 2nd. Past the 16th pole, it's Something Wonderful on top by 5. Late run from Get to the Story, I'm Done. No getting to Something Wonderful. Scores by 4 from Get to the Story, I'm Done. Swan and Just a Rainbow.
Something Wonderful earned $21,138 for the 3 races, averaging $7,046 per race. That's not bad. Due to winter weather conditions in the Mid-Atlantic region, the Rex manager decided to give Something Wonderful time off until the spring. She certainly earned it. I hope you enjoyed following Something Wonderful's journey from purchase to winner. I invite you to consider joining Rex so together we can achieve even bigger and better successes. Big horses, big dreams, big moves. That's Rex. Let's do it bigger and better.